It's Monday and it's high noon. Extreme Health Radio is here right now. We're going to talk fitness, we're going to talk nutrition, we're going to talk the head game. Now drop and give me 20. Well, welcome everyone. It's high noon. That's right, it's high noon. It's Monday. The Extreme Health Radio Show is back with you. And listen, I'm going to tell you right now, folks. Now, I love you folks. I really do. The whole Extreme Health team loves you. But today, we're going to be in your face. Today, we're going to hit you right in the gut, but we're going to do it with love. So, in other words, we're going to kick you in the butt, but with a smile. We're going to hug you while we squeeze the bad stuff out. Because as we heard this last week, you got to get the bad stuff out before the good stuff comes in and starts to work. Hey, I am Coach Fred. Welcome to the Extreme Health Radio Show. Every Monday, high noon, 12 o'clock on News Talk, 1450 WOLAM. The Extreme Health Radio Show brought to you by the Fred Foster Fitness Company and Fitness for Eternity, offering personal and group fitness training to people of all ages, home, office, gym, inside, outside, land, water, day or night. Doesn't make a difference. We folks can get you in the best shape of your life. But for us to help you, you got to first get to us. You got to give us a call. So give our offices a call. You can call right now. Our office is open. There are people that take your calls at 240-403-4100. That's 240-403-4100. Okay, now, you know, we always say, now drop and give me 20. Hey, listen, I'm Coach Fred. I am here with my partner in crime, Miss Heather Gunn. Heather, are you out there?
Hello, Fred. I am here and glad to be on the show. Hello, everybody.
Hey, listen, I'm going to tell you right now, folks, Heather's pumped. I'm pumped. In fact, let me tell you about our co-host, Kelly Campbell, health coach Kelly Campbell. We actually sent her on assignment. We sent her to Orlando. We sent her to Central Florida, to Disney, to see what the mouse is doing, to see if Mickey is doing what he needs to do to stay in shape. And she reported that Mickey's working out. Mickey's eating well. Mickey's got the head game figured out. And it has to be. The guy's like about 114 years old. So obviously he's doing all the right things. So we might need to look at what Mickey's up to and say, you know something? Maybe I should do some of the same stuff too. Now, what I need you to do is get out a pen and a paper. Better yet, go to your computer. And I want you to make note of Saturday, the 19th of April. This is coming Saturday, the 19th of April at 10 a.m. So right where you are, in your office, your home, your car, whatever it is, just say 10 a.m. to yourself. And what you want to do is you want to be at Extreme Health, this Extreme Health Seminar 101, Extreme Health 101, titled Eating Right in a World Gone Wrong. Now think that through. Eating right in a world gone wrong. You know, we try to eat right, we try to do right. All day today and all weekend, I've been having conversations with people saying, Fred, I'm eating the greens, I'm eating the spinach, but it's just not working for me. Well, what's going on? Well, what's going on is you're trying to eat right, but the world's gone wrong. But what we're going to do at Extreme Health 101 is we're going to reset the set point. And we're going to help you go to the next level in your health and achieve extreme health. So here's the deal. Extreme Health 101 starts at 10 a.m. at Upper Marlboro, Maryland. To register, all you have to do, this seminar is free, by the way. Did I say free? Everybody can afford free. And believe me, the time is worth your health. For free, all you have to do is give our office a call at 240-403-4100. That's 240-403-4100 and say, hey, I want to register for the Extreme Health Seminar coming up, Extreme Health 101. I want to learn how to eat right in a world gone wrong. You also can go on the web, do it right now. Extreme Health Seminars with an S. Some people forget the S. Extreme Health Seminars with an S.com. That's extremehealthseminars.com. You click on the tab that says events. You go to events on the, if you're facing the computer, be the left side of your screen. Scroll down, name, phone number, email address. Say, hey, I want to come to Extreme Health. You'll get a email back from us in a couple of days with your registration. But let me let you know, folks, it's a free seminar. People take on free. We don't have many seats left. It is limited. So, again, now, The good thing about your registration, it's not just for you. It's you and a friend. So you get in and a friend gets in. Listen, we had a lady contact us. She's bringing 10 people with us. Others are bringing 2. Others are bringing 3. Some are bringing their spouses. They're bringing all kinds of friends. So you want to make sure you get in Extreme Health Seminars within us.com or 240-403-4100 and say, hey, I want to come to the Extreme Health Seminar that's coming Saturday. I want to learn how to eat right in a world gone wrong. And on that note, Heather, you and I were talking earlier today and talk all the time. And often I hear people make this complicated simple and the simple complicated to the point they get confused and they just don't know where to start when it comes to nutrition. So last week you gave us a really great tip about how the healthier part of the supermarket is always the outside of the supermarket. You say stay out of the aisles.
Uh-huh.
This week, I think you have another tip for us, do you?
I do. I have a really good tip for all you guys out there, especially you guys that are suffering from spring allergy season. It's right upon us, Fred. It's here. Spring is here.
I'm hearing it, yeah. I chew.
I'm still feeling like it's going to snow any moment now, but I think it's here to stay. There's pollen in the air, there's flowers everywhere, and although it's beautiful, I absolutely love to see it. It's sort of challenging for some of us that we've got some rhinitis and sniffles and some congestion, and it makes enjoying it so much more difficult. So what I want to do is give you one thing that you guys can all do, and it really works. It is so effective. I use this on all of my clients. They do it. It's very simple. I'm going to give you this one thing you can implement now so that you can go down and see the cherry blossoms and enjoy all the flowers. Is everybody out there ready? I'm going to get your pen and paper. I'm sure you have it out already.
Hold on. I'm writing this one down. Pen and paper. Okay, I'm ready.
This is the season of greens, as everybody knows it. This is the season when greens start to really growing, the little baby greens, all of these greens. There's one in particular, Fred, that everybody can take, and you can eat it as a green or you can drink it as a tea. It's called nettle, and let me spell that. Nettle. It's called nettle. It's a green. It's a leaf. You can boil it and eat it or drink it as a tea. It's amazing.
Wow, no, nettle, what does it look like? Where do I find it? Tell me about it. Where can I go when I see it? Do I know it when I see it, or will I have to have somebody point it out to me?
When you meet nettle, you will never forget it. That is the one thing about nettle. It's a weed. And thank goodness it's not growing everywhere because it's very invasive. It'll take over. But this weed, if you put your hand on it, it'll prick you and you will remember it. It won't let you forget it at all whatsoever.
Wow. Okay, now where can I get it?
Go right to your grocery store. Go right to your Whole Foods, your Mom's, your Roots, any of your good grocery stores, your Yes Market, and get a box of tea. It's the simplest thing you can do. Make a cup of tea in the morning, a cup of tea in the afternoon, a cup of tea at night. It's a natural antihistamine. It's phenomenal.
Wow. So in other words, somebody right now is sniffling. Their eyes are running. They probably look like they're upset because, the allergies are getting the best of them. They're hoping it rains, so it washes some of the pollen out the air. But all I need to do is go to my Better Grocer and just ask the grocer, where do I find nettle? Nettle. Is that right?
That is all you have to do. It's so abundant. It's everywhere. Everyone should know about this in the grocery store. And if they don't, I'm sure they can contact us to find out, and I'll certainly send you the information.
I love that. Okay, so everybody, folks, nettle, Nettle. I didn't know that one. I try to sound smart, and most people see through it. But the reality of it is that's a good one. Nettle, Nettle. Listen, I know everybody knows someone, if not themselves, especially living in the Mid-Atlantic area, where the pollen, the dust, the ragweed, all that stuff, that gets the best of them. So that sounds really, really good. Okay, great. Now, Heather, when we get together on Saturday, and I want to make sure people get this, we're coming with the triple threat. We've got Kelly, who's on assignment down in South Florida. She's like in spring training. When baseball players, they go to Florida to get ready for it. She's down there throwing warm-up pitches. She's limbering up. She's getting ready to hit us with some stuff. And, of course, you're going to come in. You're going to cool down the hot with what you do, and I'm just going to be Coach Fred from there. But why don't you just tell us one thing, just one tidbit. Let's tease him just a little bit. Give him a little, but not a lot of bit. Give him one thing that you're going to talk about this coming Saturday.
Oh, yeah, we're going to talk about something really juicy here. One thing that's so important to each of you is finding the particular foods that you need to eat to make a big change in your life. So specific foods that you specifically need to eat. I find, Fred, a lot of people are on weight loss programs and they're eating right and they're eating their salads and taking their lunch break with all their greens and etc. But the weight isn't moving. We're going to help you find out why. There's so many specific reasons why our food is different in this day and age, especially in America. We've got GMOs. We've got all types of foods that aren't really foods, and we're looking at them like they're healthy, but do they really have all the nutrients in it that you think they have? So we're going to help you find out which foods you need to eat and where you're going to get these foods from.
So in other words, I walk into Extreme Health on Saturday. I'm over fat, maybe over tired, I'm over something. Maybe I want to put on a few pounds. And I get there not having a plan as to how to do it, and maybe my plan I think you have isn't quite what it should be. But I'll leave there a few hours later with a plan. Is that just what you're saying?
Oh, you're going to have a blueprint. You're going to have strategy. You're going to have something you can systematically follow from that moment when you walk out of the door. So clear the rest of your schedule for the rest of the day, because you're going to actually have some homework, some things that you're going to have to do immediately.
Okay, but they'll change you immediately. Is that right?
That's right.
Okay.
That is right.
Now, let me ask you, Heather, on Saturday when I come to hear you teach me this, how much are you going to charge me?
Well, how about we charge you nothing?
Free?
Free.
I'm in line. I'm in line. Folks, I hope you're getting this. You don't want to miss this. Heather's going to be at her best. See, what's happening is I've been holding her back. I've been corralling her, but we're turning her loose on Saturday. And she's going to talk about stuff. She's going to take all those big words, begin with H and have like 4 and 5 syllables and the Krebs cycle, all that stuff that you didn't pay attention to in biology class or learning chemistry. She's going to break that down to you, A, B, C, 1, 2, 3, red, green, yellow, whatever the 3 might be. And she's going to help you change your body blueprint on Saturday. And that's going to be free. We haven't talked to Kelly. She's down. I told you she's in spring training. She's down there throwing pitches in the bullpen. She's getting ready. So she's going to bring some stuff too. And that's great. Well, listen, we're going to be taking a break in a moment here. But folks, you want to stay with us as we have an incredible guest with us. Any of you have ever had maybe bronchitis or asthma, and it lasts for a while and you're miserable, you're having a tough time taking a deep breath, you lay on your side, lay on your back, you can't breathe well, you're coughing, you're wheezing, you're trying the pills, you're going to the doctor, you're just miserable. Anybody ever feel like that before? Well, have pneumonia maybe, and then you get over it and you feel so much better. Well, we're going to hear from a lady who was in chronic, continual discomfort because her lungs just weren't working. And here's the thing. Not long ago, she started on the Extreme Health Plan. The Extreme Health Plan, we're going to talk a lot about on Saturday. And in just a short period of time, she's breathing easier, she's breathing better. But, don't let me tell you the story. You got to hear from her. This lady, listen, you just have to get ready for this. And Heather, I want you to be ready because, I'm sure she's going to tell us some stuff, and she's going to tell us the how and the why and what her why might be. But we might need you to help tell us why the why works, because too often we make this thing complicated, and that's not what we're supposed to do. Folks, you are listening to the Extreme Health Radio Show, coming to you every Monday at high noon on News Talk 1450 WOLAM. I am Coach Fred. I'm here with Heather Gunn, nutritionist extraordinaire, plant medicine expert, and an absentia today in spring training down in Florida, getting ready and dizzy for us, Miss Kelly Campbell. Folks, we'll be back with you in just a couple of minutes. Call a friend, tell them to dial in.
Hey! 1450 WOL.
70, 1, 2, 3, 18, 1, 2, 3. Night, I got one more. Got it. 20. All right, welcome back, folks. In case you haven't ever noticed, you're on the Extreme Health Radio Show today. I am Coach Fred. Every Monday at high noon on News Talk 1450 WOLAM. a.m., we bring you the best in fitness, the best in nutrition, and we talk about the head game. You know, the thing that says, I really should get in shape, I really should eat better, I really should drink more water, I really should exercise, but I just don't because my mind takes me out. That's what we talk each and every week here at Extreme Health Radio Show. And I'm not by myself. I've got plant medicine expert extraordinaire, licensed dietitian, registered nutritionist. There's all kinds of letters after her name, Miss Heather Gunn. Say, hey, Heather.
Hey, everybody.
Okay, listen, for some of you, because all of you, some of you already fall in love with Coach Kelly Campbell. Kelly is down in Florida on assignment. I'm telling you, just like the baseball players, just like the Nationals, the Cubs, the Mets, whatever the team might be, she went down to Florida for spring training. She's going to come back, her arm limber. She's going to be ready to go. But she didn't leave us alone. We have with us today a woman who, I'm going to let her tell her story, but I want everybody to take a deep breath in, hold it, and exhale. And that may have been pretty easy for some of you, maybe not others, but this woman couldn't do that. Not long ago, not do it very well. And if she did do that, she was really short on breath, trying to catch up because her lungs were failing her body was failing her from the inside. Her name is Miss Stella Lyons. And Miss Stella, are you out there today?
Yes, I am, Coach Kelly. How are you this afternoon?
Oh, great. You know, but listen, now I'm going to tell you, Coach Kelly's hiding out from us. She's down in Florida with toes up in the air. But that's okay, because Coach Fred's here. And
okay. Hi, Coach Fred.
That's okay. And we've also got Heather with us, and that's okay. But we got to shout out to Kelly, because she's working out right now, getting ready for us. But thank you for that. But, Miss Stella, just tell us a bit about you, where you're from. Where did you grow up? What do you do? What did you do in terms of a job, occupation? Are you married? Just give us like a 60-second bio on yourself.
I sure will. Well, I grew up in Hartford, Connecticut, and I got married in Hartford, and I have a husband and 3 children. And I was a worker. I was a medical assistant and taking care of patients, and I moved to Springfield, Massachusetts. And that's where I worked. Never was sick before. And I would say maybe about my middle age, in my early 40s, I started getting sick. After that, I was diagnosed having COPD.
All right, now tell us what COPD is. For some of us, a lot of us have heard it. It's in the news a lot. You see a lot of advertisements for it. Can you just tell us what COPD is? And more importantly, what did it do to you?
Okay, COPD is a chronic obstruction pulmonary disease. That's a disease to the lungs. It doesn't allow you to get enough air in and enough air going out. And it cuts off your air once it acts up, and it triggers your asthma. So not only do I have COPD, I have asthma. So I have 2 of the lung disease that works against me. I have the asthma, and I have the COPD. The COPD makes you tired, short of breath, where you just really, you really can't do anything. The asthma also works a little bit like the COPD, but it causes much wheezing and tremendous fluid in the body. COPD gives you so much fluid in the body. Feel back in the wintertime, from October all the way until January, I was in the hospital every single month.
Hold, stop for a second. Now I want to make sure I got this. We're going to work backwards. October to January, you're in the hospital every single month?
Every single month for COPD. Every month. October I went in because I couldn't breathe. I had shortness of breath.
And this is every October. Every October, you're saying?
Last October, I've been a sick lady.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, all right.
October, between October to January, I've been in the hospital.
Wow.
I say 3 days, 5 days, 8 days, 14 days, however bad it is.
Wow. And so let me make sure it's tough breathing. Is it painful? Does it feel like maybe somebody's sitting on your chest? What does it feel like?
Okay. Actually, it feels like someone's sitting on my chest. I can't breathe, and it brings on more anxiety when you really can't breathe. Now you're gasping to try to breathe, and what really frightens me is all the machines that they have to put you on the breathing machines and stuff like that. So that's very frightening, but it's just like a lung disease that it flares up anytime.
Wow, my goodness.
Anytime this lung disease flares up. It could be too cold, or it could be too hot.
In other words, factors that you can't control. You can't control the weather. You can't control other things around you.
No.
And you just have to hope for the best each day. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Yes, I do.
Now, tell us a bit more about you, really, so the audience can get a feel for this. Were you a smoker in the past?
Yes, I was. I was a smoker. Yes, I was. I was a smoker in the past. And actually, I really didn't smoke a lot because when my doctors say, well, you're a smoker, and I would say yes, but my cigarettes will last me a week or 2 weeks. So actually, I wasn't a heavy smoker. I smoked a little bit, so they're like saying, well, you weren't such a heavy smoker, but you do have CPOD.
That's amazing, because a lot of times I hear people say just a few cigarettes a day, or I don't smoke much, that type of thing. But every cigarette affects your health in a major way, and you're a great example of that.
Yes, it does.
Wow. Now, tell me, how did you kick that habit? Was that because of the COPD? You just simply had to let it go, or what? How did that work out for you?
No, I had to. I went on. I had to go on. Like the patches and stuff like that.
Okay.
And to try to do the craving, but actually, thank God to God. God helped me get off the smoking, so I give all the glory to Him for that.
Well, amen to that. So what we're talking about is you were sick. You were being pumped with drugs. That's what the patch is. You were in the hospital quite often.
Yeah.
Machines hooking up to you. Anxiety built on top of that. Then we talk about asthma. And anybody has asthma, has ever had an asthma attack, that can kill you, actually. And there are certainly people, struggling with those things. So great. So that was, we'll say, yesterday.
Okay.
And now we're going to go to the in-between it a bit because we want to talk about the changes you've made and how they've helped you. But tell us how you feel today.
I feel great today. And I feel great today is because of the program that I got on.
All right, well, tell us the results.
Before I got on that program, I wanted to tell you that I was a person that ate a lot of candy, a lot of chips, a lot of that stuff that I had to realize once I got on this program that I would have to give up.
So you changed your eating habits, got some of the junk food out the way, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. No,
and that was very hard.
Wow. Okay. Well, we're going to talk more about that in a bit. What I want to get is this. Right now, today, it does not, now stop me if I'm wrong, feel like somebody's sitting on your chest?
No, it doesn't feel like that today, no.
Right now,
I can breathe, I can exhale, inhale, and there's nothing stopping me. I feel great.
Wow. Okay. So let's take a step back again. I want to set this up. We're going to talk about the transformation here in a bit, but I want to make sure everybody out there is getting this. You were in the hospital every month from October till January, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So we are now in April, and we're about halfway through April. So roughly 2.5, 3 months at the most since you've been in the hospital. So you were sick not long ago. Today,
not long ago.
Oh, today you're feeling good. Today, the guy that was sitting on your chest is off your chest. You can take a deep breath. Any asthma episodes in the last few months?
No.
Okay, good. So that's great. So we're going to start this, and we're going to finish this on the other side of the break. But just tell us about the change. What did you do first that changed the direction in which your health was going?
Okay, what I did first, I got onto the program.
Now describe the program for us. Just give us generically. You don't have to go through all the details, but just kind of tell us what you were doing and what did you change.
Okay, what I was doing in the morning, instead of having my breakfast and all the bacon and all the eggs and grits and stuff, I took my milkshake.
Okay, so you took a shake that had stuff in it. See, some people think of McDonald's when you say milkshake. So let's say this is a shake filled with nutritious stuff, for lack of a better term. Is that right? Okay, all right.
Yes, it was.
All right, and then what?
I took that shake, and then that carried me, and I was not a water drinker, but I know I had to do water throughout the day. So I had prepared myself. I got my water, and when I would get hungry or thirsty, I would drink my water. No longer would I go to the sodas and all our juices that I used to take. And then I had to get off all the, the sugar and stuff. My lunch was changed because now my lunch was something like I always did a salad for my lunch. I got away from all that bread and all that stuff. I got away from all of that. I did more like my vegetables. If I didn't have a salad, I turned to vegetables a lot. And I learned how to my dinner. I learned how to not have all that fatty food, like all that. I really love spaghetti and all that fried chicken. Well, I got away from all of that. I turned to baked food. Now my food now is a baked food, baked fish, baked chicken, and putting my meals together and stuff like that.
I love that. So what we've talked about is now you change your eating habits. And let me say something. Now, you talked about food. You didn't talk about exercise. You talked strictly about dealing with the issue with nutrition. Am I right?
Yes.
Okay. And one thing you said, and being a coach, I got to make sure I put this out to people. You know, folks, when we change our eating habits, we change our habits. It's not the food that cures us. What it does is it allows the body to work optimally so the body can heal itself. We are divinely created to be able to heal ourselves. Our bodies are. However, when we flood it with the bad stuff, chips, the sodas, the things that you were talking about there, Ms. Stella, the body can't process that. It can't use that for optimal nutrition. So now your nutrition's bad, therefore disease can work its way in. But you use nutrition to sort of push some of the bad stuff out, allow your organs and the other parts of your body to do what they're supposed to do, hence now you can breathe better. Does that sound pretty good?
And that sounds good because I can't exercise. It's because of I have spinal stenosis.
Okay.
Now, spinal stenosis is not going to allow me to go to the gym and do all the exercising which I wish I could do.
All right. Well, you know something. Well, I'll stop you on that. I was going to take a break, and I'm going to come back after the break. But we're going to speak even on that because you know something, folks. I want for you and everybody else out here that this is my area now. This is what Coach Fred does know what to do. We can work even around spinal stenosis. Folks, you are listening to the Extreme Health Radio Show. I'm Coach Fred with Heather Campbell. Oh, Heather Campbell. Put the two of you together. Heather Gunn. I'm thinking of Kelly. Kelly Campbell is in Florida on assignment right now. But here's the big thing. You can speak to Miss Stella. You can speak to myself. You can speak to Heather today. Dial 1-800-450-7876. Love to hear from some of you after the break. That's 800-450-7876. I am Coach Fred with Miss Heather Gunn, and we've got Miss Stella on the line after the break. Now dropping Give Me 20.
1, 2, 3, 6. 1, 2, 3, 8.
Well, welcome back to Extreme Health Radio. I am Coach Fred, where we come to you every single Monday at high noon. That's 12 noon on News Talk 1450 WOLAM. I've got with me my partner in crime, Miss Heather Gunn. Heather, you out there?
I am. Hello, everybody.
Hey, listen, folks, we have been speaking with Miss Stella Lyons. Miss Stella is someone who dealt with a debilitating, I want to make sure we set this up, a really crippling lung disease because it hospitalized a number of times. It's over a short period of time. She's dealt with this for some time. In the last 90 days or so, her life has turned around. She started doing some different things. And I want you to get this, folks. You may not have the lung disease. This might not be your issue. But the fact is that it doesn't take a lot to make a turnaround in your health. Now, Miss Stella's not over the finish line yet. She's still working at it, but we all are. And that's the part we want to make sure that we understand going from there. But, Miss Stella, you were just saying before the break,
yes,
about how you made some changes nutritionally. You said how you felt better. How long did it take for that change to start to take effect? In other words, we're 90 days out. You started a new program. How long did it start to change for you when you started to feel better?
Okay, when I started feeling good, I started the program around in February. For the change, I started feeling the change around March 18th, because I wrote it down. I made sure I wrote that down.
I love that. So you actually wrote down. So you started the program mid-February, early February, about how long?
Yeah, February 20th, I started the program.
Okay, so about 30 days afterwards is what you're saying, roughly a month, you started to notice, and I'm speaking for you, stop me if I'm wrong, a marked change in how you felt. Is that correct?
Yes.
Tell us about that first day you woke up and you could breathe. I mean, tell us what it was like. Tell us how it felt.
Well, that March 18th, I realized that when you have COPD, you cannot lay flat. I could never lay flat because you have to be elevated. I noticed I was able to lay on one pillow flat. And when I woke up that morning, it was no mucus, no wheezing, no nothing, no short of breath. It was amazing, like a spring brand new day. And unbelievable. And I looked, I said, my God, I was laying on my pillow, a flat pillow, and I'm not elevated. And my husband marveled, I did. We were just so happy that I was able to breathe and not be wheezing or not get up in that morning and not to have to run to the machine. That was my turnaround.
Wow. So you, in other words, for how long could you just not, you think laying or sleeping, you couldn't sleep flat. How long was that going on in your life?
Oh, that's been like that for over 2 years.
For 2 years of not being able to lay flat, having to keep your lungs elevated over your toes so that you don't essentially drown, is the best way to say it. And then 90 days later, or 30 days or so later, have it worked itself out, you were able, on one pillow, to lay flat.
Yes. And that was, I could never do that.
Wow.
Never.
Okay, so that's the first 30 days. So what happened the next 30 days after that?
Okay, the next 30 days, I'm losing weight, which I needed to because everything was just so heavy that breathing got to the point where once I found out I took the inch thing, the measuring thing, and measured myself, and I noticed that I had lost 7 pounds. I had lost 7 pounds, and I ran to the scale to weigh myself, and I don't mind telling you, I had weighed like 148. That was with all the heavy weight. When I got on this scale, I was weighing 142.
Wow.
And it was so unbelievable when I went to the doctor. I said, would you please weigh me? Because I want to make sure. And they weighed, and I weighed 142.
Wow. So let me make sure I get this right. You weren't trying to lose weight. You were just trying to breathe. But
I was trying to breathe.
that's all you tried to do. And then, okay, keep going. And what happened?
Trying to breathe and overweight was more the problem, too.
Okay.
So I knew I had to lose weight. My pulmonary doctor said, you're going to have to lose some of that weight.
Wow. Okay.
But I did not know how to do that.
Wow. Okay. So that was an unintended benefit of what took place. Heather, you want to speak to that a bit?
This is a phenomenal story, Stella. This is amazing. And you and I from the same hometown, the Hartford, Connecticut, Springfield, Massachusetts area. So that's even more awesome.
Yeah.
It's an awesome area. This COPD is huge in America. I mean, the rates are rising, especially with women. It's very huge.
Yes, it is.
And you don't have to be a smoker all the time to actually have this, but it's environmental, it's in the air, it's with dietary stuff, our diets. If we can improve the diet just as you have, we could make phenomenal changes with this. So it's a major thing in our society. We have, what do they say, it's like over 100,000 people a year actually die from COPD. So the fact that you've made this amazing change, that it's a story for everyone, for every one of you out there that hears this.
It really is. What an amazing change.
Wow.
You can make these small changes. I'm sure, though, like you said, you had to change your diet. And as we all know, diet is huge because you're controlling the inflammatory process, the inflammation in this. You're controlling your immune system in this. And that shifts the whole picture with COPD. How was that for you with being able to make those food changes and fight off those cravings?
Very hard. It was very hard. But I had made up in my mind. I said, if I really want to live, I've got to do this.
Well, say that again. Say that again. If you really want to do what?
If I really want to live, I have to do this. Because I've been very sick. And then my son had told me about Kelly's program. So when she called me, he must have gave my number to her, and she called me, and she told me, she said, why don't you try it? Give it 30 days. And, of course, I was skeptical, but I said, okay, I'll do it. I knew I had to do something, so I really didn't know even if that product would have helped me. But I was willing to try because I was so sick.
Wow.
And not knowing the product, look what happened.
Wow, so what we're looking at here now, just to set that, because when you said Kelly, you're speaking about Coach Kelly, again, who's down in Florida, toes in the sand. She told me she's working down there, but I know better. And that's okay. We'll have her working on Saturday at the Extreme Health Seminar. But Coach Kelly and you got together. She coached you from afar.
Yes, from afar.
In 30 days, Coach Kelly got you eating a little better. In 30 days, Coach Kelly got you breathing better. In 30 days, Coach Kelly got you dealing with the tough stuff, the cravings or whatever. And today you can breathe. Today you can breathe well. Is that right?
Yes, yes.
I love that. I love that. Well, listen, I just want to tell you, thank you, Ms. Stella, for being on Extreme Health Radio Show with us on behalf of Coach Kelly.
Okay.
Actually, you know something? Coach Kelly's not here, so I'm going to take credit for it. Okay, what she doesn't know won't hurt her, so they work very, very well. We want to thank you for being on the Extreme Health Radio Show. But before we let you go, is there anything you want to share with the listeners out there? Because there's somebody out there, it might not be COPD, but they just are sick. Or they're tired, or they're sick of being tired, they're sick and tired, all that stuff added up, or they just are sick of thinking about being sick. I mean, people have a lot of things going on, and it wasn't long ago you weren't feeling well. Is there anything you want to share with that person sitting there right now saying, you know, you can make a change, or you can do it? Can you give us maybe a word of encouragement?
Yes. I would like to tell anyone out there that's listening and you have a problem with your health and you're sick and just don't know what to do. Hey, I just want to tell them I was in that same position, and even at the point where I just wanted to give up. But if you just take control of your health, take your health back, take it back. And say, I can do it. It may be hard. It may be a long road. Maybe everybody's recovery is different, but you can do it. If you just make up your mind and say, hey, I got to start somewhere, and I got to start now. And that's what I did. And believe in yourself. And I really honestly believe if you do that and take back your health, they will see a great result.
Thank you for that. Heard that, folks. Take back your health. Ms. Stella Lyons, thank you so much for being on the Extreme Health Radio Show. We appreciate you so much. And listen, we're going to have you back because we want to hear, we've heard 3 months, we want to hear 6 months, 9 months, a year. Other people need to hear your story and hear how you're progressing. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, and I would love to come back. And thank you for having me.
You're very welcome. Have a great day.
And same to you.
Heather, was that phenomenal or was that phenomenal? I'm not sure which it was.
That was phenomenal. That was very amazing. What a nice story. That is an inspiration. I'm inspired by her.
Well, I am. And here's the thing about that. This was not someone who was a fitness expert. This was not someone who, you know, knows a lot about nutrition. This is someone who just made a decision to make a change. And she found a coach. She found Coach Kelly. And Coach Kelly was able to help her. And I'm saying, Coach Kelly, Coach Heather, Coach Fred, we're just coaches, folks, but you guys are the players in the game. And she actually went out and did it. And listen, 90 days. I mean, her words, not mine. Her words, not mine. She can breathe. She can lay flat. She's got more energy. She certainly sounds like she had more energy speaking to her on the phone right now. So thank you so much for that. So that was awesome. Folks, you are on the Extreme Health Radio Show every Monday at high noon. It's brought to you by the Fred Foster Fitness Company, Fitness for Eternity, offering personal and group fitness training for people of all ages. Home, office, gym, inside, outside, land, water, day or night. Whatever your need be, we can help you get the best shape of your life. Now, in order for you to get to us, we have to first get to you. So you have to call us at 240-403-4100. That's 240-403-4100 and say, hey, I want to get Extreme Health. Or go to extremehealthseminars.com. That's extremehealthseminarswithan.com. You also can register for this Saturday's Extreme Health one-on-one seminar, Eating Right in the World Gone Wrong. All you have to do is go to the website. It is free for you and a friend. Like I said, one lady registered 10 people plus herself. That's 11. There aren't that many seats left. It is a free event, but it's going to be power-packed, triple threat. I'm bringing the whole team with me. It's going to be great. That's this Saturday from 10 to 1 in Upper Marlboro, Maryland. We'll have more information about that after the break. And Heather, after that, I want you to just to give us a bit more about what's going to happen at Extreme Health Seminars. Hey, we'll be back in a couple of minutes. Now drop and give me 20.
You need more, right? Come on, big dog.
All right. We're back. Garbage in, garbage out, G-I-G-O, GIGO. You hear that a lot, you folks that work in office buildings and the government. Garbage in, garbage out. We talk about you are what you eat. Now, we just heard Miss Stella talk about that a moment ago. It was the chips, it was the sodas, it was the candy, the junk food. That was what she was. She made some changes. She became something else. Why don't you speak to that one, Heather?
Garbage in and garbage out is so important. If you're going to put good stuff on top of bad stuff and you can't get it, well, let's liken it to this. If your toilet is clogged up, and this is a really a good picture to paint. If your toilet is clogged up and you cannot flush it, you cannot put anything else in that toilet unless you unclog that toilet first. So we have got to get things moving through your system. We've got to get stuff out so that your system can absorb all the nutrients. You can absorb it. You can assimilate it. Your body can use it. You're going to look better. You're going to feel better. I'm telling you, with this, Fred, their husbands will not recognize them afterwards.
Oh, I like that. Heard that. You ladies and men, listen, us too. I'll do an FMO session for men only and talk about that, but that's really good. And this is the one, Heather, this is your baby. The three secrets to these are secrets to redesigning your body blueprint revealed. In other words, there are three secrets you have. The top three that you've chosen that you're saying this is how you redesign your body blueprint. In other words, changing yourself from the inside out to work your way to extreme health. You want to maybe just give them a little tease, just a little bit?
A little tease, Fred. I want to keep this one a secret until the day of. I want everyone to be so astounded on that day. 3 things you guys can really do today. We're going to go over this. 3 things that you guys are going to do to really change the way your body functions, the way it performs. 3 easy things that we're going to integrate. And Fred, it's so good. I really just want to save it for Saturday.
Okay, well, I like that. Now, folks, I want you to understand something here. We're setting this up and we're explaining this to you this way. Nothing we're telling you is really that difficult. Heather talked about making changes difficult, but small little things will make that change much easier. And you heard 90 days or less was for Miss Stella to go from not being able to lay down and sleep to be able to do just that. Not having the feeling of having someone sitting on her chest all the time, not some of the time, all of the time, and now she can breathe deeply and take a deep breath. She's excited. Her husband's excited. I love that one. We got other stuff. An apple a day keeps the doctor away. You know something? That may or may not be true. Sometimes the apple you eat is not the apple that we ate back in the old days, but other times the apple might be. We're going to talk about that, making good nutrition easier. How about this one? This is one of my favorites. Igniting your inner fire. How to become a 24-hour fat-burning machine. Folks, we're going to teach you how to burn fat and build muscle while you sleep. Let me say that again. We're going to teach you how to sleep and eat your way to extreme health. You heard that? All you got to do is sleep and eat and work your way to extreme health. The problem is most of us have been sleeping on something after eating something else that's causing us to head in a different direction. We're going to make some small changes and show you how your sleep will help you work your way to extreme health. And what you're eating, we're talking about that the whole time. It's all about eating right in the world gone wrong. I like this one. And of course, my personal favorite, the head game. Why we know right, but we don't do right. You know, over the weekend, Heather, I had to cover my ears. I was actually at church on both Saturday and Sunday for things going on. Yesterday, Palm Sunday, we had other events at church, and I'm around a lot of people, and people know what I do for a living. And they're talking to me or talking around me or about me, near me, and they're saying something good, and then they turn around and say something to take away the good. And most people are just talking themselves into bad health rather than extreme health. They will say things to themselves and they'll negate the plan that they set up in the first place. They start out in January with the resolution, or they say when this XYZ birthday takes place, or on this date or this Monday, I'm going to do something different. And research shows that New Year's resolutions at the most lasts about 18 days for 97% of people. And in fact, over 80% of people don't get through the first week. We're going to talk about that and how to change that whole head game thing so that you can do right. Now, we talk about Extreme Health Radio all the time when we say fitness, nutrition, and the head game, the thing that says, I need to do right, but I just don't do right. Well, we're going to deal with that one. And how about this one, Heather? I love this one. And we heard from Estella this week. We heard from a couple ladies last week as well about the 30-day miracle, about a 30-day plan to extreme health. Heather, tell them, we're going to show them in 30 days how to make a turnaround in their wellness, in their habits, in their nutrition, in their exercise, in their sleeping, in their eating, all that stuff to work their way towards extreme health. Now, let me explain, folks. I didn't say 38. The 30 days might get you there, but chances are it may take a little bit longer. But here's the deal. You got to take the first step before you take the second step. You got to take the first few steps before you run the mile, before you run the marathon, before you get to where you want to get to. But this much I will promise you. All the years you've been headed in the wrong direction, that turnaround will accelerate back in the right direction to extreme health if you work with what we're going to show you for free this coming Saturday. You want to speak to that, Heather?
30 days is so not a long time. You guys can do this. This will be right before summer. It'll get you right before summer and into the swimsuit, bikini weather. So you'll be in perfect timing. 30 days to make some small changes, to make a major difference. And as I said before, your husbands won't recognize you. Your kids might walk right past you. And that, this is phenomenal, this stuff that you can do in such a little bit of time. A lot of times, I think we just don't have the right plan. And what we're doing here is we're giving you the tools. We're giving you the strategies, things that we have done ourselves, things that we have had our clients do with proven benefits. We have seen these major changes. And as you heard from Ms. Bella, it's time. This is the time, Fred, and it's the time for everybody out there. We've got to take back our health.
I love it. Now, listen, folks, not only that, you're going to hear Heather's story about overcoming meningitis. In other words, she was hospitalized twice from something that could have killed her. You're going to hear about how Coach Kelly conquered lupus. And not just as other people that have been on our program will be in the room showing how they lost 30 pounds or more, how they overcame illness and disease, doing what we're teaching, which is very simple stuff. Listen, Heather, we only have a minute left. I want to remind everybody here that, listen, this Saturday, Extreme Health Seminar 101, I can't talk about it enough, from 10 a.m., 1 p.m. Go to extremehealthseminars.com or give us a call at 240-403-4100. That's 240-403-4100. You can come for free, but you got to register for you and a guest. Like I said, one lady brought 10 guests. It's bringing 10 guests, so register as many as you can. Folks, we're out of here. It's time to go. See you next Monday at high noon, but better yet, see you on Saturday at Extreme Health. Now drop in, give me 20. You've been listening to Extreme Health Radio. Tune in next Monday and every Monday at 12 noon on News Talk 1450 WOLAM, where the Extreme Health Radio Show comes on. We'll talk fitness, nutrition, and the head game. Now drop and give me 20.